just trying to get out. Run, run, run! Oh my God! Vultures and mines being planted in Idra's base in the meantime. And that's going to send these 4 Dragoons back. So first of all, great delay tactic by Idra. Second of all, he's doing a lot of did a lot of success right there with that attack. Stopped production out of a single base. It's going to get all this information. Going to see all these gateways down. We'll see him probably put down a couple factories in response. He's already getting another one down. I would expect one more additionally here in just a second. Once he has time to stop micromanaging his vultures. Looks like the vultures were taken out. Dropship getting caught a little bit out in the open there by the Dragoons in the meantime. It's starting to pull back. And keep in mind that engineering base still floating there, and surprisingly no dropship being produced by Vu in the meantime. But Vu has has a really good sized force. More vultures actually gonna just kind of wander out in the middle. Looks like he's just gonna plant mines just to see some forces going out, and we'll see if he decides to scout the 12 o'clock location to make sure. And really, what that'll give is that'll tell Idra whether Vu's pushing out for a large attack or he was just worrying about securing third expansion. Yeah, checking the 12 o'clock location, making sure that Vu hasn't expanded one more time. He's going to be ahead economically, just pumping SCVs here, ferrying some SCVs in that dropship actually. So he knows he's economically ahead. Let's see if he just putting down an army now, and now just starting to just unload the factories. And in a moment, he's going to have a decent sized force to counter this. He has a science facility up. Let's see how he's doing for upgrades. That's why he's getting that armory down right there. So let's actually check both for upgrades. Looks like no level upgrades across the board for either player. Minefield being cleared, but that's going to basically give the information to Idra. Idra already saw that. Basically, Idra knows what he's facing. I don't think Vu really has a good idea of what Idra's facing. Idra, in the meantime, having the vultures camped out, brilliant maneuver. He knew exactly what Vu would favor as far as dropping his expansions. So just planting those vultures there and taking out that probe and delaying that expansion just a little bit longer. And I really like that play from Idra. A lot of vultures out, a lot of siege tanks out. So basically, this is kind of like the inverted harass, although that wasn't kind of like that Dark Templar earlier. So Idra just going to camp these vultures here to intercept any probes that might be along the way. And this is also going to give some good information to Idra because he's going to have a pretty decent idea of where Vu was planning on expanding. So at this expansion right here, and now comsatting off there, I'm not quite sure where that comsat went. Now getting a science vessel because again, keep in mind he saw that Arbiter Tribunal go up. He's going to see this observer as well. Let's see if he decides to produce a Goliath to take it down. So Vu getting actually a good spot in this area out here. Another factory going down. Now you're just going to see some of that insane macro management. We'll see if Idra, it looks like he's setting up for a turret tank vulture push here in just a moment along with his science vessels. Let's see. I'm not sure if he has EMP researched yet. Looks like he's researching it right now. He might wait. It looks like he's going to move out right as that's researched. Going to engage a large force right here of these Templar. He really needed to set some mines out beforehand. Looks like he's going to sacrifice. No, actually going to engage right here, pushing up and getting a good defensive matrix off on that front tank. That tank being taken out, but buying a precious time. The Vultures creating that nice wall around these back tanks. The Arbiter in the meantime pushing up, and nothing stopping this Arbiter. Managed to stasis these 2 tanks in the background, and now all the Zelts have been taken out, and it looks like only 2 tanks against a huge wall of Dragoons. Idra trying to put down some mines to try to take out the rest of these Dragoons, and it looks like he's going to be successful in doing so. So yeah, only 2, looks like, 4 goons left, and I think the reinforcements from Idra will be able to mop this up. I'm surprised actually. I thought because that was really good macro management by Idra right there. First of all, kind of sacrificing those tanks up front so he could kind of protect the tanks in the back. I'm not sure if that was intentional. Vu in the meantime, I'm not sure if he got the spot out of the ops here, but he's going to expand at the expansion at the 12 o'clock location. At the moment, he's got 2 arbiters out, a vulture kind of going out to explore, a couple vultures going out to explore once again. So Idra going to push out right there. I think he got a comsat at this location. We can take the view right there. So we'll see if he got a comsat off that location. Doesn't look like it usually. Never mind. It's hard to tell. Whatever. I'll continue commentating anyway. Pushing up with a couple vultures. Wow, brilliant timing, catching all these probes out of position, and that just shows you some experience right there, knowing right when to bring his vultures up to kind of catch those probes as they're crossing. And wow, that's just really impressive. And now starting to send his vultures up. Looks like he's gonna join them, checking locations right here. Let's see if this is dangerous here, because as you can see, this nexus entirely exposed. Those vultures could obviously not gonna be able to take the nexus down, but they will be able to hit it a little bit and maybe cause a bit of delay. Looks like Idra just setting up some mimes. Another attack force coming in for Vu in the meantime. Vu has a large attack force, and it looks like he's taking out his own command center at the moment. I'm not sure what the purpose of that is. Attacked his own comsat station. Is he thinking? Yeah, he's thinking of getting nukes. Already getting his nuke silo down. That's an interesting shift, because first of all, I didn't even notice that he got the covert ops down, starting to produce ghosts now. And this is a bit insane. When's the last time you saw ghosts and nukes employed in a game like this? And yeah, I don't think Vu's gonna know what hit him. This is gonna come absolutely out of nowhere. But yeah, that and another beautiful stasis actually right there. Gonna be able to mop this force up easily actually. And Idra's gonna have to bring up a lot of. He's gonna be hard pressed actually to fight the rest of this off. Let's see. It looks like Vu. I think he had a little bit of a macro management miscue there. I think he could have had more units in this. Didn't look like he had a ton of zealots out in the meantime. Looks like yeah, that science vessel getting taken down in the meantime. A couple Goliaths though now up to take care of that arbiter. Looks like he did manage to get that obs down. Most importantly, these ghosts still haven't been spotted out. Ghosts being loaded into the dropship. A nuke being produced. Let's see if that's the only nuke. Yeah, the only nuke. And we'll see. And that really the vital thing is this science vessel is still up. EMP plus ghost. Yeah. Bad combination. EMP single shot on that nexus. Ouch, it's gonna hurt. Some cannons down in the background. Looks like he's gonna bring it all the way to the north here. Let's see if he manages to get these ghosts in here. And actually, he's just gonna nuke from that corner, take out all the probes he can. He doesn't even need the EMP at that location. Looks like some arbiters headed to the north though, to engage those vultures. And it looks like Idra, while he's doing this, is simultaneously going to take another expansion for himself, dropping a lot of mines there with the forces he has out in the meantime. And I'm surprised he actually looks like Idra actually going to go catty corner all the way around and go for the main. And let's see if he brings the science vessel along the side, and that gets spotted out. That dropship getting spotted out by a lot of those arbiters, and we'll see if he can manage to dump these ghosts in the meantime. I'm not sure that he wants to dump the ghosts, because as soon as these dump, it's gonna basically that entire strategy is going to be revealed. They are dumped, they are cloaked. Yeah, now he knows that there's a ghost, and here comes the nuke, and he should know exactly where this nuke is coming. Beautiful stasis on the units. That was some really creative play by Vu, stasising the ghost so he doesn't have to worry about the nuke dropping. Good maneuver on his part, but honestly, even though he managed to stop that nuke, and surrounding it by those units, as you can see, he is going to have Idra has really kind of come out successfully with that, because that nuke was a good distraction while he gets his fourth expansion up. That I'm still chilling right there for him. And as you can see, macro management from just astounding from Idra. Idra at 183 out of 192, and he's just versus 152, and you know that's bad news. If he decided to pick up and push out right now, even with these arbiters out in the air, you'd need to see some fantastic stasis from Vu really to compete. Looks like he is gathering up a lot of vultures. He's thinking about pushing out with the and see, yeah, just 3 Goliaths. That's awesome. It looks like now Vu headed to the north, thinking about more of a long economic game, going to the 12 o'clock position, and Idra pushing out with this absolutely huge force, almost maxed, is now basically maxed, and we'll see. Vu just does. I just don't feel like Vu has enough forces to really defend against this. It's going to take some awesome micromanagement. Vultures going up initially, siege tanks coming in from behind. Does he have enough energy here for some stasis? It doesn't look like it. EMP. Oh, this EMP will be huge if he can get it off. Got the EMP off. Didn't look like it managed to get. It managed to take down the shield of a lot of those goons. And now, as you can see, and this arbiter also going to be able to take it out. Looks like only 2 tanks stasis in the meantime. And this is absolutely disastrous for Vu, losing a ton of his force. As you can see, his population count dwindling at 135, and still a huge population count. In the meantime, for Idra is setting up, and he's basically cut the map more or less in half, pushing in his tanks. He's going to be able to take out this base without really a lot of harassment. Going to be able to engage basically at 2 fronts. He can attack essentially wherever he wants to, and I think that's going to. And it looks like on the replay that's going to be GG for a second from Vu. Vu realizing he's just way too far behind as far as unit count goes, and as far as just map position at the moment. The rest of those arbiters being taken out. Now it's just, yeah, there was GG. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Really exciting one. Again, congratulations to Idra. all of us are rooting for you. Special thanks to Vu and everybody involved in this. Again, go check out Yankee League. Go to broodwarusa.com.org, one of the two. I'll put the link in the details of this. And yeah, special thanks to both Media and OD for this awesome game. Talk to you guys later. Thanks for listening.